No, you're not. We're going live.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's fine. Yeah, I know. I didn't think you would. But you know
Yeah, I'm not.
that you.
Sorry, hold on. That you?
God, I'm gonna need something to drink, and we're gonna start the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Why can I hear an echo of myself?
I don't know. I cannot hear that. Said echo. I cannot hear. But let me see. Maybe I have something running.
Let me try something. Okay, I don't hear it then.
All right. Good. Good. Great. Good. All right. I'll be right back.
Hey guys, hey Carrie, hey LGH, RGH, Soro. We're just waiting for the big man on campus to come back with his drink, and we're gonna read our stories. So let's go. P's in there. What's everybody up to on this Friday night? Friday night. Oh well, there was 8 people watching. Now there's 5, but 6. I thought it was. I'm surprised that there was that many on a Friday night. None of us have lives apparently on a Friday at 10 o'clock. So that's exciting. I don't know what's going on. I was complaining to Jason because I had dental work done today and I'm in a lot of pain. Oh, Josh, who is Josh? There's someone in here called Josh tomorrow. Linda and I are about to drive to Sacramento. She says, "Like, why are you driving to Sacramento at this hour of the day?" I was making Christmas cards and watching The Crown. The Crown is so good. I just finished episode 8 tonight. It's so good. Imelda Staunton is absolutely crushing the role as the queen, like nothing I've ever seen. She makes Olivia Colman look like a complete disaster. Hey, Josh. Thanks for joining us, Josh. Wow, the big guy is here. Josh tomorrow. Pretty boy. I don't know what he's doing. I hear him clapping, but he's not in here. Josh, when are you getting rid of those barges? They're looking pretty bad. They're not getting any prettier out there, I'll tell you that.
We're doing it.
Hey, Petros, it looks like we've got Josh tomorrow in here.
Yeah, Josh was hanging out on the show last week. And so was Bob Chapek, which is nice.
I wonder if we can figure out who it is.
Oh, I know who one of them is.
Hi, Tare. Jer and Tare. That's fun.
That is.
I have a feeling that Josh tomorrow is Linda.
Who's Linda? Oh, Mr. P.
Mr. Linda. P's significant better.
Damn, roasted him.
Yeah, I like to roast that P. But he takes it well. He's a good sport.
I like to roast that P.
Yeah.
Gross.
Anyhow, do we know what order we're going in?
No.
Well, you have like 20 stories, so you go first.
I do kind of have a lot of stories. How do I look? I think I look more yellow than normal. I guess that's enough.
I was going to say you're looking a little jaundiced. You might want to get that checked out.
You are a word.
Oh, God.
Harassing me. That's all you're doing.
You said yellow.
I know I did well because I had my. Shut up. We're gonna start. Okay.
Okay.
Can we start now, Jeremy?
I've been sitting here waiting. I had to hear you doing patty cake for 10 seconds.
What?
I don't know. I just heard like. I was like, is he coming back or what?
What did you hear?
Listen, I'm listening to Stomp.
What did you hear? I didn't. You like the mic wasn't picking up whatever you were doing.
Oh, like yeah, but on your lap, I was hearing like.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I could hear that.
Yeah, I could hear that. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's go.
Okay.
Go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Ears up in depth. We're back here in the virtual newsroom, Jeremy, to talk all about, I don't know, a bunch of weird stuff going on in the Disney world, Disney news world, sphere of the world times.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple weird stories. I've got one in particular I'm excited to go over.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I can't wait. There's a lot of weird stuff happening. So, this could be anything. Yeah, it could be anything, man. How have you been, Jer? What's new with you?
I've been good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm in a little bit of pain. I was telling you that I'm in a little bit of pain. I had a faulty this dentist I go to he did something with my filling today, and I can't chew now and I can't bite down. So if you see me wince in agony, it means I bit down and I shouldn't have. So.
Okay. Well, why don't you just go to the back alley that you got him in? You know, why don't you go find him in the same back alley? What's going on?
I hope he's still down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know. And this is my new resolution: no more dental work on a Friday, because
that makes sense. Yeah, you're done.
And none of them know what they're doing. The industry, they're all charlatans. So you have to just, do
they can't all be charlatans.
Yeah, well, you have to do it early in the week, because when they screw it up, because inevitably they will, you have to go back the next day and get them to fix it. But they're not doing that on a Saturday.
You know, I got a friend who's a dentist. My dentist. I haven't been in a couple of years, and it hurts. My teeth do hurt sometimes. But anyways, point is, he used to do root canals, and he always tells the story about why he stopped doing root canals. It was sort of like you. It was over the weekend, but it was a New Year's weekend, like New Year's Eve thing or whatever. So he's like, oh, friggin', okay, fine, I'll do this root canal or whatever. He was apprehensive about it. And when he's like digging around in this person's tooth, he thought he pulled out the nerve. So like the nerve runs like along your jawline. Yeah. And so it's really, kind of scary, because if you get in there too much, you could actually like unravel these nerve packages and stuff like that. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know what to do. So he kind of just stuffed it back in and like closed the thing up and was like, okay, whatever. Right.
I told you they're charlatans.
I know.
This is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, and then he gets a call New Year's Eve. He's, had some pops or whatever, and he's like hanging out, and he's like, oh no. Like his answering service or whatever was like, yeah, it's Mr. So-and-so. And he's just freaking out. He goes to the other room, and it was just like a piece of gum or something. Like his, like, it was just totally normal, but he thought it was like the nerve coming out or something like that. And he goes, that's it. God. That is, I will never, ever do another root canal. Like everything was fine. The patient was good. Like there was like everything was great. But he's like, I will never go through that again, because you just lose your license. Like you're done. You're done for. If you because he thought he maybe might have paralyzed this person's face.
Oh, just tuck it back in there. Is it a bundle of nerves? Just tuck it back in there. Oh no, is it gum? Yeah, just tuck that in there too. Whatever. Who cares? Happy New Year. Yeah. What goes on? This is what happened to me today.
That's what I'm saying. All right, you want to do a little bit of Disney news?
Yeah, let's go. So let's get some news going.
Let's try. I have some cool stuff. I do have a TikTok story, and I know how much you love TikTok.
I hate it.
I have a couple of fake news stories, but let's start with the best story. I'm going to lead off with sort of my favorite part of this whole thing.
All right.
This is a story in two parts. Okay. The first part is this was posted on November 16th at 8:31 in the morning. From KTLA.com, Disneyland resumes selling Magic Key annual passes on Wednesday. That's a big announcement. People were very, very excited. Like, oh, we can do the Magic Keys. Let's go, right?
Yeah.
The Inspire, Believe, and Imagine passes will resume new sales no earlier than 9 a.m. on Wednesday. The Enchant passes will remain unavailable for new sales, but is still available for current pass holders to renew. The Inspire key is $15.99. Believe is $10.99, because I think these all got price increases too. And the Imagine key, which is the lowest tier, is $4.49. So yada yada yada, right? Let me close that. It's getting in the way. They have announced that they're selling the keys, right?
Yeah.
Well, the next day, November 17th, the headline from the OC Register: Disneyland stops selling all Magic Key annual passes.
God.
A day after resuming sales. I gotta wonder what's going on over there. It just friggin' wild to me. On Wednesday, Disneyland announced that people who didn't currently have annual passes could buy the Inspire, Believe, and Imagine key. Over the course of a few hours on Thursday, the company paused sales of the Believe, Imagine, and Inspire keys in quick succession. Guests who already have Magic Key passes can still renew. Disneyland said, while we know this will be disappointing news to Disneyland fans, it's important that we help protect the experience for Magic Key holders and value those passes provide. Protect the experience. It's very much segmenting pass holders and non-pass holders. Well, we have to protect the experience for the pass holders.
Right.
We have to protect, which I understand, but all too often the phraseation that Disney likes to put out is weird and almost accusatory. It's odd.
Well, what did they have? 6? Like, all right, we've got 6 available. Should we put them on sale? Let's do it.
Oh man. Yeah, it was odd, and I don't know what happened. That's it. Just they stopped them that day. So I mean, how many could they have sold? A couple hundred? I mean, it probably takes 15, 20 minutes to sign someone up and do all the Johns.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. Maybe it overwhelmed their website. And so they were like, we just gotta like we gotta pause this, because maybe like people were getting stuck in the churn. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Not me. That's for sure.
I mean, I do know that their technology is not very good and probably can't handle a sudden wave of attention like that. So I could totally see that be like, oh, we put them for sale and we crashed go.com.
Well, I think from what I read, I didn't see anybody saying that they couldn't get through.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was on Disneyland's side where I do think they had, a few spaces, maybe even a couple hundred spread out over all 3 tiers. They may have just sold out.
I would think that you would, before you open that up, you have to have several thousand available. Like, you can't just have like
it's the
20.
only thing I can think of. The only thing I can think of that would make them announce it and then pause it within 24 hours is that they didn't have several thousand, because also they just hit the anniversary, the year anniversary, by a couple of months for the people who originally got them in the first place.
Right.
So I imagine a lot of people just didn't renew. So they had more space and they had to sell them back out.
It's just a bad look.
It is a bad look. It's weird.
It's all herky jerky. I don't get it. Like, and that's the thing, is they're so worried about image, or they pretend to be so worried about image.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, this isn't very good.
Yeah. Just, you know what? Just sell them at the parks. Don't put them online.
Oh, that's a good.
You want it? You got to go to the park.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
I guess you could do that. Yeah. But then that's like weird.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but if you have a problem where you want to fill spaces, but you don't have enough to meet the demand that is coming online, seems reasonable to me.
I guess.
Anyway, that's it. Just a little blurb. You could have bought a pass if you were online for that hot minute, but now you can't. They're paused again.
Well, a cruise line was having trouble staying afloat, so Disney decided to buy their boat. And you know me.
I do.
I like to give credit where it's due. You're not going to like this.
Oh God.
Back in October, Disney News website WDW News Today reported on a rumor that Disney was in talks to purchase a partially finished cruise ship from shipbuilder Meyer Werft. The original purchaser of the ship, Genting Hong Kong, faced financial difficulties due to the COVID-19 pandemic, leading it to file for bankruptcy in January of this year. The cruise company operated several cruise lines, including Star, Crystal, and Dream Cruises out of Hong Kong, and at one time owned Norwegian Cruise Line, though they sold their interests in that back in 2007. So this is a Hong Kong-based cruise line. They hit trouble. Their bankruptcy filing left shipbuilder Meyer Werft with a rather large problem, that of a partially completed cruise ship with no one to take it.
Meyer Werft?
Meyer Werft.
It sounds like the past tense of wharf.
It's probably Meyer Werft.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Disney announced this week that they were indeed purchasing the unfinished ocean liner and announced the massive ship would join their fleet, sailing under a name still to be determined. The ship is expected to set sail under the Disney brand in 2025 with a passenger capacity of 6,000.
Wow.
Which is on the high side.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. I mean, cruise ships can go up, I think, to like 9,000. I also think it depends on how they configure it. So if it's got more, bigger suites or whatever, obviously its capacity goes down. The ship was previously named the Global Dream, but will be renamed to match the other names in the Disney fleet, which currently operates the Disney Dream, the Disney Wish, the Disney Fantasy, the Wonder, and the Disney Magic. The new ship will be based outside of the United States to take guests to new global destinations.
Oh, I love a global destination.
Yeah. I think that's because, the liner, which boasts a 208,000 gross tonnage, is expected to be the first in the cruise line industry to be powered by green methanol, one of the lowest emission fuels available.
Cool.
The ship will dwarf Disney's fleet in size. The next largest Disney cruise ship, the Disney Wish, which is the most recent one that was launched, comes in at a gross tonnage of just 144,000 versus this new ship's 208.
God.
So it is significantly bigger. And the Disney Wish has a capacity of 500 fewer passengers. The Global Dream is referred to as a megaliner. So I think that probably the reason why they're going to position this outside of their normal routes, which is Miami, Port Canaveral, is probably because I think maybe the infrastructure needed to dock at Castaway Cay and maybe the Port Canaveral where they pull in and dock. Maybe it's not meant for this mega liner that would be.
I see.
It was gonna it's a Hong Kong based cruise company, but I think it was meant to be birthed in Shanghai. So I think it was meant to sail to big ports, not Disney's little Castaway Cay and stuff like that. So I think they're going to use it outside of their normal range.
Yeah. I mean, imagine just that. I mean, I've been on one cruise, to the Bahamas and went to Nassau. And it's like those cruise ships in those docks are huge. But this thing sounds I couldn't imagine. It's like a skyscraper on water.
It
probably
looks
just
like
too
that.
big. Yeah.
It looks like that. Like there's images of it, and like they're putting it in the Disney livery, of course, but it does look. And I've been on the Disney Dream, I guess it was. That's big enough for me. And in fact, I want something smaller. I like a smaller, more intimate looking cruise ship. I don't want to be in a city that just moves about.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, the ship that I was on, I think it was the Princess, or I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it had just enough where it's like, okay, you can find something to do, but any more would be weird. There was like a little shopping center, and I thought that was odd. I don't know, but that's me. I'm not a Vegas guy either.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I like things a little bit more intimate. So that 208,000 gross tonnage, compare that to Disney's original cruise ship, the Magic, which is still in operation, has a gross tonnage of just 83,000 and a maximum capacity of 2,700 passengers, less than a third of the Global Dream's capacity. And it's a nice size cruise ship. Meyer Werft is the shipbuilder that constructed Disney's Wish, Dream, and Fantasy ships. A sister ship was planned for the Golden Dream, but it was never started, and so plans for that have been scrapped, obviously, because now they're just trying to hawk this thing off to whoever will buy it, which is in this case is Disney. So Disney expanding its Disney Cruise Line fleet with an off-the-shelf cruise ship. Normally they design them from the keel plates up, but this one is they're just gonna reconfigure it, I guess, for their purposes. I think it's interesting.
Yeah, it makes a little bit of sense. I mean, I'm sure after the Wish and the work that was put into that, I would be interested to see what they do on the inside. Not that we would really know necessarily, but Disney might make a video about how they've transformed it. But I mean, that could be a lot of room for maybe bigger stage acts or, you know, some sort of experience within the center of the boat. I'm thinking like the Circus in Reno, where, you know, maybe there's obviously not like circus acts, but maybe there's some sort of show that you can't do otherwise because you don't have enough room. You know what I mean?
Right.
Seems
Well,
interesting.
there were people on Twitter speculating that some of the concept art for the Global Dream, when it was meant for its original owners, actually had kind of like a mock theme park on its whole top deck.
Wow.
So could there be something in that? Who knows?
Maybe if the
yeah.
if the infrastructure was sort of in place for whatever you would need to have a roller coaster on a friggin' cruise ship.
Or what if there was a Main Street USA just going down the middle?
That'd be weird.
It would be kind of weird, but kind of neat.
Oh, it'd be super neat.
So,
yeah, what land would you like to have in the middle of your cruise ship?
World Showcase.
I mean, basically a cruise ship is just like World Showcase. You just have like 100 different bars. You know, the one I was on had
different theme bars.
It had an entire mojito bar. There's like a little bar, but you can get like 8 different mojitos, and not that they were any good. I mean, this is what you do.
Yeah,
but
mojitos
aren't
good.
Odd, like I mean, yeah. Here's just a specific bar that only makes this one drink in slight variations.
Yeah. They're doing it for the gram. Oh, look at us. We were at the mojito bar. We were so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it is kind of interesting because, you know, Disney announced that, you know, they had they still, I think, are posting record profits, but they didn't meet expectations in their most recent earnings call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so they're tightening their belts, and there's been talk about a hiring freeze and layoffs coming, but they can afford to still buy a big old cruise ship. So apparently they're not in that dire straits.
I feel like I've always heard that the parks are sort of understaffed right now.
Because they can't service Disney Plus is hemorrhaging money. It's not making any money.
It's not? I thought it was.
It's a huge loser. So, okay. I mean, maybe we're veering off track, but I had dinner with someone who works in content delivery for the parks.
Ooh.
He was telling me, or and like partially adjacent to Disney Plus, and I was like, I don't understand why this isn't making money. Like, what's the problem? Because they're saying it's not going to be profitable until the end of 2024. I was like, it's all just there. Just stream it. Like, just go. And he said that it costs so much money to produce the content. Like, I think someone reported they're spending $30 billion just to produce all this content. You can't make that back. Or they're not able to make that back yet. So it's a huge money suck. The parks are making plenty of money, but it's not enough to offset. Or I mean, the Disney Plus is sucking a lot of the company's earnings.
I think that's why on Netflix you see a lot of international TV shows. I mean, just because things say like a Netflix original or a Netflix series, they just bought that. But Disney Plus can't do that. They have to create their own content. So that is very interesting. I always thought they were coming right out of the gate, starting producing new stuff. It's like, all people really want right now is just the old content. Put everything up there that people have been asking for. You don't have to worry so much about generating new content. But again, I'm not in Hollywood. I don't really know. And in my opinion, it should have been more of a slow build, but it was like, let's go.
I agree. I think I would probably be more open to something like Disney Plus if it was like $2.99 a month and it was just the old the library of everything they'd already made. Like, great. Okay, I can have everything at my fingertips. I don't have to worry about buying DVDs and things like that. But
God,
doesn't it seem that that's the model?
What if that was an option? What if that was like, if they just made that a tier? I know, it would be kind of neat.
$2.99 for all the old crap. How about that?
There you go.
That's what
But-
I want.
Also, Disney Plus ultimately is just a way to get you back in the brand, get you excited for the Marvel stuff and Star Wars stuff,
Yeah.
because those are the things that they're producing. So it doesn't make good business sense, quote unquote, but it's what people would want. And quite oftentimes those things are at odds with each other.
There's something else. They could replicate that in the parks. Charge me a way cheaper ticket, but I'll
Mhm.
only go on Living with the Land. Like I'll stay away. I promise I'll stay away from Guardians of the Galaxy and all these
promise.
new fancy rides. I won't do. I'm not going to go anywhere near them. I haven't yet.
Scouts honor.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
gone on Remy's. I haven't gone on any of this. All I want to do is go on Living with the Land, Spaceship Earth. Just charge me less. That's all I'm going to do.
Right.
We could tier it like that. I think it'd be great. It's
That
kind
would
of
be
it
amazing.
actually kind of is what they're doing with Lightning Lane. To go on these things, you got to pay. So
Oh, that's true. We have a listener who was in the Discord the other day.
yeah,
At the parks. And here, let me find this post. I forget actually like where it was. There it is right here. He said last night the Soarin' standby line went from 45 minutes to 2 hours. The Lightning Lane line went down to smoke jumpers.
Oh, the Soarin' over at what you call it?
Yeah, DCA, sorry. And it's like just the Genie Plus people. We left the line and everything went from 45, 50 minutes to 85 plus. And that basically ended our night. So I don't know, the things from the parks, the reports that I read, haphazardly, sort of seem like there's just a ton of people. Genie
Yeah.
Plus isn't really as big of a helper as it used to be. And, they're understaffed. So it's weird that there's a hiring freeze.
It's actually terrifying.
Yeah. It's weird. Speaking of DCA, Jeremy, they have the gingerbread house in the lobby of the Grand Californian every year.
Oh, sure. We do that.
Yeah.
A lot of the hotels in Florida do that as well.
There you go. Well, this year it's a 7-foot tall gingerbread replica of the Disney Grand Californian Hotel.
How neat.
Yeah, it looks really cute, man. I'm looking at this picture of it. They have like a gingerbread Mickey outside. It looks really cute and clever and pretty neat. This year's creation required 2,000 pounds of gingerbread. It's constructed with 600 pounds of powdered sugar and 250 pounds of fondant. Plus, there are 25 hidden Mickeys in it.
Does this stuff drop? Like, here's the thing I don't understand. If I leave a crumb on the floor of my kitchen, ants will come en masse and be like, "We're here. We saw that crumb," but they put up 250 pounds of fondant. Are there not like pests coming in there? I don't get this.
I'm sure that
How are
place
they
is
doing it?
sprayed down like nobody's business.
Yeah,
No,
it's gotta be.
It's gotta be. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I think that's
That
great. I
was fun.
love the gingerbread houses. Those are some interesting statistics. 250 pounds of fondant. I mean, I love fondant. I could eat that. I like it better than frosting.
You love fondant?
Forget frosting. Frosting is the worst. I want fondant.
Fondant has no flavor.
You can make it have it can have like an almond flavor. You put almond extract in it, and it's delightful.
Yeah, but almond is gross. Almond flavoring, disgusting.
No, it's amazing. It's great. It's like praline. You should have it.
I don't like
Wrong.
fondant. No, fondant is
Fondant.
no.
It's it makes your cake al dente. I like a cake that bites back.
Yeah. God, you don't want a cake. You want a scone or a biscuit.
Well, yeah, an almond biscuit would be great.
Oh man,
Mm. Is it my turn?
I don't know. Do you want it to be?
I don't know. I don't care. You must have a longer story than that. Go.
I do.
Go
You want to do the
let's-
TikTok one, and we'll take a break.
Yeah, TikTok break.
All right, let's do that. Hold on, I gotta log in. I didn't get this set up yet.
What? Log into what? Microsoft Word. Here I am.
Zoom. No, I gotta screen share because I want you to watch. This
Oh, you're gonna show it to
stupid
me.
thing. Oh yes, of course I'm
Right.
gonna show it to you.
Oy vey.
I know. I need you to see what's going on. I need you to see what we're working with over here.
So what is this about? Or should I? I gotta wait until I see it.
You gotta
You're not gonna tease anything about this.
No, I mean, well, I will, but this is just I'm going to cut all this part out of the podcast.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. For this to
Wield
load.
that
There we
scalpel,
go.
man. Get rid of
I
it.
will. Got it. Join computer. Yep, let's go.
Join
Got it.
computer.
Fuck. Oh. Whoops.
Oh yeah, you are gonna have to do some editing.
Yeah. Portion of screen. Share sound. Optimize for video clip. And it's TikTok, so it's literally 6 seconds. Okay.
You are viewing Jason's screen, it says. No, I'm
Don't
not.
ever look at my screen again. Oh, come on, you. There we go. There we
Okay.
go.
I know. Oh God, that's not an
Hold
outfit
on,
you wear
hold
to
on,
the
hold on.
park.
Save it, save it,
Okay.
save it. Because I want all of this raw energy.
Disneyland.
I want all of this raw energy. Save it, Jeremy. All right. So,
What is her
Jeremy,
name? Licky Lucky Somers. What is her name?
Jeremy, I told you that I had a very cool TikTok video to show you. And so this is it. So this is a person who's claiming that she got dress coded at Disneyland.
Oh,
And, that's was sort of the trend last year, especially on TikTok, where people were trying to push that because somebody early last year, I think, they had a skimpy top on or something, and Disneyland was like, here's this $75 gift certificate. Go buy a shirt. Someone puts it on TikTok and like, this is how you get a free shirt, And you had a couple of these influencers, quote unquote, trying to do that, trying to push. Like one a couple months ago just had like a bikini top, like just
Which is
strutting on
interesting.
in.
So it's interesting because if you're doing what other people did, you're not an influencer. You're influenced.
Ooh, got him.
You burnt.
Yeah, burnt. Well, and so this lady is claiming that claims of body shaming. So the hashtags for this are Disneyland and body shaming. And she's saying that this is an episode of body shaming 100% because she got dress coded at Disneyland. So here's the video. Okay, here's the video.
Yeah.
I got hit for dress code at Disneyland. I got hit for dress.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So it's for those of you not watching on YouTube. She's a woman in her 30s, probably late 20s. I have no idea. Wearing leggings, like workout leggings or whatever, and a sports bra. She has big breasts and a baseball cap on and like a fanny pack on. She's standing on Main Street, sort of putting her arms out, and then she twirls around, and then she like does this weird lumbering like run. And then stops and turns around.
She stepped away.
Yeah. And then she stops and turns around, and then the edit ends. And it's like, well, okay, so you, first of all, bad editing. But there's nothing in the video that says that she got dress coded. There's no follow up anywhere where it says she got dress coded. There's no proof of this at all. So I was like, well, who is this person? I'm Lackey A. Summers. I don't know, whatever. And so this is entirely her feed.
My
it's
God.
exactly what you think it would be of somebody that I described as an influencer, blonde, in shape.
Too much lip injection. She looks like Howard the Duck.
Yeah, she sort of looks terrible. Her costume, she's like doing a bunch of stuff for Halloween. But so, a lot of her videos, they're hit or miss. Like one video is 156,000 views. The next one is 19,000 views, then 17,000. So I feel like, I don't know, she's definitely like a feed person where she was like looking, oh, my views are going down, I better do something. So the next video is talking about her boyfriend's ex, and that got a higher count, and blah, blah, blah. But this video here for Disneyland is like 57,000 views. Some of her videos have 2 million. And of course, because she's in a crop top, bouncing. And it's just sort of sad and just thirsty for attention, clearly.
Yeah, this is a big thirst trap right here.
Right. So I just, looking at it through her feed, I don't believe this person. I don't believe that she actually got dress coded. I think it's just something she said on thing. and it's generated a few articles. So even with a couple of news articles written about this, it only has like 57,000 views. Like nobody cares.
Well, because if you got dress coded, then how did you make that video? If they
Right.
pulled you out of there because of dress code, there was no one official around. Like they were like, okay, well, you can make one video and then we're really gonna take you. So it's
Right.
like she made that video preemptively. It's
Well,
all
she probably-
fake.
She probably made the video just as part of her day and then got dress coded. Like that seems reasonable, but there's no follow up to it. So I think it's fake. I don't think that she actually did, and I think she just did it to try to get clicks, and she was successful-ish, you know. But yeah, just not exciting enough to, you know, care about.
No, I don't even know how you found that.
It was an article.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, there were, like I said, there's a couple articles written about this person. I'm like, okay, let me look
good
at the
grief.
video. And they link
Yeah.
it, and there's no proof. But people can write an article about a claim on a 6-second video. You can write a whole article on. Weird to me. I think that's sort of talented.
Yeah. Well,
In a
also,
way.
I don't really think she was body shamed because she doesn't have like she's in reasonably good shape.
That's
So
the
she
other
wasn't
thing.
body shamed. That's all.
That's
That's fake.
Correct. The other thing is, I don't think in her outfit was violating anything. It was just, you know, tight pants, which
It was
I've seen at the
violating
park
standards
before.
of good taste.
Well, yes, but unfortunately, we can't dress code people for that. And like, you know, she
It is
had a sports
unfortunate.
bra. Like it wasn't. I feel like I've seen less on people. And then her comments are just. This is the other thing. Her comments were all just heaping praise on her. Like, oh, you look great, honey. Don't worry. And so it's just this weird. Yeah. So it's all pretend. So if you see that article, you don't need to click on it. It's stupid. It's not real.
Don't click, guys.
Don't do it. All right, we're taking a break. We're coming back, and we're going to do more stories. You can hear Jeremy talk for a little bit. You lucky people. All right, hang on, everybody. It's In Depth. We'll be right back. All right, let me say goodnight to Alice. and I'll be
Okay.
back. So be entertaining, Jeremy.
Oh, wow. Hey, Jimmy, what are you doing? What's going on? How are you?
For once.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing. Well, I'll just chat. I'm going to chat. I'm going to talk to the chat. Chat. Thank you, Disney, for banning this bimbo. Oh, do you think that they banned her push pinner? Hello, Jeremy. Great show so far. Thanks, Josh. Also known as Daddy. Everybody calls you Big Daddy tomorrow. I appreciate that. Let me appreciate that. Push pinner. Who is this push pinner? Calling me Germ. I like it. You can call me Germ. When I was a kid, no one could say my name. Everybody called me Jeremy. So I'm pretty used to that. Well, I did see someone down. I was down at the Swan and Dolphin last weekend for the festival, Food and Wine Classic. Oh, and I'm at the Zaddy McSeach. I was at the pool at the Swan and Dolphin. And who sits down next to me but Chef Todd English with his girlfriend or his companion for the weekend? I don't know who she was. And he's like basically at the pool in his chef's attire because that night was the Food and Wine Classic. And he's obviously the proprietor of Chef Todd English's Blue Zoo which is in the Dolphin Hotel. So he's responsible for some of the restaurants there and the food that they put out, which is great. But so I was surprised to like look over in the lounge chair and like Todd's next to me. I was like, oh, hey, but I didn't say anything to Todd. I did take a picture of him when he was walking around, but he's on his phone. He seems like, I'm sure he seems like a nice guy. My one complaint about the Swan and Dolphin is that, and I love the Swan and Dolphin, but the Cabanas bar at the pool, you can do mobile ordering. You scan a QR code it's attached to your chair. You scan the QR code. They don't have a Bloody Mary on the mobile order. So I have to walk up to the bar and get the Bloody Mary. Well, if I need a Bloody Mary, chances are I'm hungover and I don't want to make that walk. So I think they need to get the Bloody Mary on that mobile order menu. Otherwise, I'm just ordering mojitos, and who wants that? So that's my one complaint. Otherwise, it was absolutely tremendous. And then I ended up going in and having a cocktail at Finn's. And then I don't really remember the rest of the Food and Wine Classic, but I'm told that the food was decent. We had a great time. And that's all I know. But Todd English hanging at the pool, not in a bathing suit, with his lady friend, and that was nice. He was totally cool. He didn't, no one really bothered him. He didn't bother anybody. He's a great guy. If you walk, you'll feel better. We don't put it on mobile order to make sure you get the most out of your order. Tomorrow's got an answer for everything, and that is my favorite part about tomorrow is he's always got a reason. There's nothing that's arbitrary. There's logic behind all of it. So I appreciate that, Josh. Thank you for explaining to me some of these things. I don't know what else is happening. Wine and Dine. I did the Wine and Dine. I think LGH might be asking about the Wine and Dine half. I did the half in the 10K. Great time. It did get a bit, everything's a story. It got a bit hot on the second day because we had the time change that night. So it was lighter in the morning earlier. So we were running in the sunlight for a good 6.5 miles of the race. And so it rained for the first 6 miles, and then it was sunny and hot for the second 6 miles. So it was a little tough. But you know what? I persevered, finished the whole thing. It was great. Yep, that's what I was asking about. Thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad. The medals this year were tremendous. The challenge medal, which is what you get if you do both races, it sort of broke open in the middle, and then there's a genie inside. It looked great. So the only thing I didn't like was
in the middle.
Yeah, there's a genie. The only thing I didn't really love is, and I'm not against the movie Soul, but I think to have a marathon themed to the movie Soul is a little tricky because that's jazz music isn't something you want to run to. Jazz is fine, but it doesn't really pump you up. So like hearing a saxophone, by the way, is the worst instrument on earth.
Saxophone. It really is.
So,
especially when it gets those high notes.
Like Kenny G, get out of here. So like to be running, and instead of hearing like music that's like really pumping you up, you're just hearing saxophone. It was really like, this isn't getting me going to run.
Smooth jazz.
I didn't love it.
Yes.
Yeah, like
all
Kenny
right.
G.
Yeah.
So
Welcome.
that's my one critique. But otherwise, you know what? We had a great time.
You want to come back?
I'm ready to come back. I'm going to go right in.
Go right in, baby. Here we go.
In depth, reporting Disney news that's probably not made up.
All right, Jer, what you got, buddy?
He drinks 2 beers in such a short time that it's scary. Then he tore off his shirt and showed that his shoulders are quite hairy. A man was reportedly arrested at Walt Disney World's Epcot for disorderly intoxication during the Food and Wine Festival.
Whoa. I absolutely adore stories like this.
They are the best. Park authorities say that Chase Holderby, 30 years old, of Merritt Island, Florida, caused a disturbance at the American Adventure Pavilion when bystanders claimed he downed 2 beers in under 30 seconds, according to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. We'll hold your applause because at face value, that does seem like something. It's impressive. But if you've ever had these beers at the Food and Wine Festival, they're 6 ounces.
Oh, are they?
It's not really. Well, I think you can do a 6 ounce or a 12. Like, I think you can pick a size. There's usually 2 sizes, but it is to be determined if he was drinking one of the small festival beers or if he was drinking a regular sized beer. So
I would imagine it was a regular sized beer. Yeah, because like, I don't know.
The police report stated Holderby appeared very friendly in line at the pavilion. He was shaking.
He's a happy drunk.
Oh, he's a happy well for a little while, shaking hands of guests and high-fiving people.
Oh my goodness. I love
What?
this guy.
He was starting to stumble. But yeah, I love this. Like, hey, everybody, here I am. I'm drunk. Let's go. High five. Up top. Don't leave me hanging. Let's go.
Yeah.
Minutes later, near the Japan pavilion, which is just one pavilion away. It's not like he had to cross 6 other countries. He went next door. Holderby began arguing with members of his party. And by the time he made his way to the Morocco pavilion, which is just, again, one more over, park staff and security requested that he leave the premises. So he made it 2 pavilions. And it's like, okay, we got to get this guy out of here. He went from celebratory high fives to, you got to get out of here in 2 pavilions.
It do be that way sometimes.
It does.
Yeah, that's what happens. Drink in the sun, you find out.
According to the report, said, quote, we followed Holderby to the International Gateway exit while he took off his shirt off and continued asking what he had done wrong.
I'm going to keep asking this question. I'm going to take my shirt off.
Yeah, he had to make a TikTok with that last broad.
Yeah, he should.
Holderby then headed to the Skyliner gondolas, aggressively screaming. Once he arrived in the line's queue, he acted belligerent towards a crowd of guests. So this is like, he went from high-fiving and loving life to berating guests.
I love it, man.
Half naked.
Yeah. God, that's so good.
And I gotta
what a
tell you,
good day.
I myself have tied one on at that park numerous times. I have never stripped. Not once.
Maybe you just don't know how to party.
Yeah, I'm clearly not having enough fun. The report continued, while attempting to get him onto the physical gondola car, he wouldn't initially get in and was dangerously close to falling into the area beneath where the attraction operates, because there's like a pit. You know, you step into the gondola, but it's, several feet above actual ground. So they had to shut down the transportation system, the Disney Skyliner. So that was halted. Holderby was arrested on charges of trespassing and disorderly intoxication, according to deputies. So another person overserved at the Food and Wine Festival. But the reason why I said that his shoulders are quite hairy is because in his mugshot, his shirt's still off. He made it all the way down to the precinct, and
I love it.
They took his photo. He never put that shirt back on. I don't know if he threw it and it was gone, or he just refused to put it back on. And he's a bit of a hairy bear, that one. So I noticed that worked into my rhyme. I was, wow, those are some hairy shoulders.
Oh, good job.
So
good job.
Holderby, maybe next time, have a water at every other pavilion. Is how you
Holderby, maybe next time make your shoulders free of hair.
Yes.
What do you think of that?
Holderby shoulder free.
Yeah.
There we go.
Jeremy, did you see this story? It made its way around the news sphere a little bit, where Disney had applied for a patent for a roller coaster that jumps the track.
Yeah, I saw something about this. This is ridiculous. I saw something. I was like, I don't believe anything because this makes no sense.
I don't know that I was fooled by it or not, or at least I went with it. I think RGH maybe posted in Discord. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. It sort of, sits on the edge of maybe believable somehow, because Disney does do some weird stuff with their rides. But I was like, I don't know. I don't see this like logically happening. I don't see it. There's no way to do it. Right.
Right.
Well, story came out. It was broken on an Instagram account. At Wealth is this person's name. And they shared a picture that read, Disney files patent for roller coaster that jumps track. And a bunch of other news sites, caught up with this story. There were headlines in, on Kenny the Pirate, which is a pretty decent little blog site. Disney Dining, of course, ran with it. Barstool Sports even got on some of it.
Barstool Sports?
Yeah, I know. Of course, it made the news on Reddit. Mousetrap News did a whole bunch of stuff. And not a whole bunch, an article. I apologize. A couple of, actual news, like news sites, right? Like News Quarter, a new,
CNN.
there you go. Yeah, not CNN, but KTT, whatever. Who cares? I'll cut that out. Cut this out. Anyways, so it made the news, made the rounds, but apparently the headline originated on a website that publishes satirical content about Disney's theme parks. It got so bad that Snopes did an article on it. So somebody just made this up. Nobody bothered to check the source material on it and just everybody wrote articles on it.
Amazing.
Yeah. The @Wealth account added no hashtags or other notes that said the post was intended as satire or parody. This led some users to post comments that appeared to show they believed it was real news. One user commented, "How? Wind gust variation, body weight variations, missed the track by a quarter inch, and everyone on that ride is dead." First of all, body weight variations. Chill out for a second, all right? Do you have to say that? Another person
body
replied,
shaming me.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, you're gonna dress code me. Another
We
person
died 'cause
replied,
you're too fat.
quote, "Imagine the wrong weight distribution. Disney trying to crash their stock price further than it already has." Oh, cool. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got some Wall Street bets guy going on now.
Yeah.
A third commenter said, "A good amount of the rides at Disneyland kept breaking down this week, as opposed to any other week. Please fix your current rides before you focus on a new one." Now, keep in mind, this wasn't posted on a Disney-owned account. This was on some random person's account. But they had a commenter talking as if it was a Disney account.
To Disney, yeah.
People on the internet, man.
Not very smart.
One person said, "Not good for mental health people. This is stupid. The park will be shut down." Someone else said, "Too many variables, mainly body weight and weather conditions. There will be a catastrophic accident sooner than later."
Is it bad that I feel so smug that when I saw this, I was like, "Feh." That I was like, this isn't true. It's either not like totally made up, or it's the words are, it's like an Inside the Magic article and they've just totally twisted it to make it seem like, so I was like, either way, this isn't true and happening and I'm not reading anymore.
Exactly.
I feel a little smug about that. But these people they fell for it hook, line, and sinker. They're reasoning weather variations and wind. Like, are
Yes.
you kidding
Yeah.
me?
It's so silly,
it's
dude.
not happening.
Right. It is absolutely not a thing. It's not a real thing or whatever. Anyway, there you go. I just wanted to point that out in case anybody saw that and thought it was real. It is not.
Okay. Well, everyone can sleep well tonight. Jumps the track. That's I don't have any more.
You don't have any more. Oh God. Okay.
No.
Well, I have
2.
one more then. I got one more story for you, Jared,
Okay, let's
and then-
hear it.
And then I'll let you go. So speaking of things that aren't true, I don't know, again, did you see any sort of news, in the cycle that Disney was building a new park?
I did, but it was Inside the Magic, and so I'm like, I said, 1, it's not true, and 2, it's Inside the Magic. I don't believe anything they write, or it's going to be so so convoluted and overinflated that you're going to be like, oh. So I read that headline, but I didn't click on it because I'm like, I don't buy this.
Well, you know what? You would be absolutely right too. So the story that I first found was on DisneyDining.com.
Yeah.
And it said, according to an article from New Straits Times, Disney is planning on building the biggest theme park in Southeast Asia.
Oh.
Yeah, Disney's planning on building the resort in Melaka. That's a bad word in Greek, so don't call anybody that. But it's Melaka. Melaka, maybe? It's Melaka. Anyway.
I don't know.
In Malaysia.
It's pronounced Malaysia.
Can you imagine a Disney theme park in Malaysia? Like, I just don't see it happening. I don't know.
Where's the room? Isn't Malaysia a city-state?
I don't know that. The report says that Disney plans to have the resort completed by 2027.
Yeah, this isn't true.
No, I agree. Here's a quote from the report. A Disneyland theme park in Disney City will be built on 80.9 hectaacres, I don't know,
Hectares.
hectares, there you go, of land in, oddly enough, Jason, Jasin, here by the year 2027. It's set to be the
Disney couldn't build a churro cart by 2027. Like they move at
I know.
they move at a glacier's pace. I'm telling you, that's not happening.
Well, also keep in mind, we just had a D23 where we got, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had these 3 lands? Probably not going to happen, but just so you know, like they would have announced this at D23. They wouldn't let the New Straits Times have a scoop on this.
Yeah,
But-
and they're known for their uncompromising journalism.
Right. State Heritage and Cultural Committee Chairman Datuk Muhammad Jalini Khamis proudly announced that the development of the theme park will be the first in ASEAN, coming after the ones in China, Europe, and Japan. Quote, after more than 20 years, we will have our very own new theme park, and even though it might not be so large, I feel that it will be more than enough to live up to the Disneyland name, which is an achievement and feat in itself to be brought to our shores. So this guy, the State Heritage and Cultural Committee Chairman, is directly saying Disneyland. Disney is coming here. He goes on to say the theme park will improve and further add to our goal to achieve the target of 20 million tourists in the span of just 3 years and return to the original landmark of 18.7 million tourists that we managed to attract back in 2019. The cost of the resort is estimated to be $2 billion in Malaysian currency, which translates to more than $440 million US. In addition to the construction of the theme park, Malaysian officers announced that there would also be the construction of an electromagnetic transportation system that would take tourists to all the area's hotspots, including the theme park.
Disney's not building a theme park for $400 million.
Well, right. So already there's a few flags. Like, first of all, electromagnetic transportation system. All right. They're trying to say the monorail? Is that
Maglev?
electromagnetic? I don't know, I guess. Anyways, and apparently this isn't like the first time this has happened where the Disneyland name, the Disney company, has been tied to searching places in Southeast Asia. Apparently a couple years ago, they were sued for $1 billion over a brand new park in Malaysia. Again, this is from the New Straits Times reporting that the Disney company had formal plans for its newest theme park resort to be built in Malaysia. No, wait, now hold on. You got to cut that out too, stupid.
Okay.
I was reading the wrong. Okay. This websuit, Jesus. Slow down, dick face. The suit filed in the Central California District Court in November 2018 sought damages of at least $1 billion. The suit alleges that those damages were incurred as a result of Fox's withdrawal from a 2013 agreement that it would grant license for a Fox World theme park in Resort World Genting. The brand new Fox licensed theme park would have been the first for the network. But according to Genting Resorts, Fox submitted to the development company a notice of default with its intention to end the agreement. And I guess now that Disney owns Fox, they're going after Disney.
Is this Genting the same company that went out of business with this cruise
Yes.
line?
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
How many Gentings are there in Asia?
I know, right? According to an email to Bloomberg, Fox stated it pulled out of the deal with Genting after they failed to meet agreed upon deadlines. The complaint filed in Central California District Court further alleges that the Walt Disney Company and 20th Century Fox, or 21st Century Fox, caused 20th Century Fox licensing and merchandising to breach its contract with Genting by interfering on the business agreement, yada, 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 whatever. So that happened. I don't know what happened with the suit was settled, apparently. According to Bloomberg, the settlement between Genting Malaysia, Fox, and Disney called for Fox World Park to be renamed. It also called for Genting's use of both Fox and non-Fox intellectual property. All the parties agreed to dismiss any and all suits and claims that were awaiting legal process in the U.S. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that they're going to build the park, and maybe there's a little bit of confusion. But turns out the Disney theme park is not happening a
Singapore, even
Yeah.
if it was happening, Singapore would be in a peculiar place, I think, to build a big theme park because there's not a big local population. You know what I mean? Like, it's very
it's-
small.
Yeah, right. It sounds like, and maybe this is, I don't know. I feel like you would, I mean, relying on tourist dollars is one thing, but I feel like Malaysia relies a lot. It sounds like a lot. They're expecting 20 million tourists. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people to funnel through this park, and maybe it would be a smaller park than the Disneyland Resort. Who knows? But
Yeah. They
anyway,
haven't done well with small parks. Hong Kong was a disaster for a while until they started to expand it.
yeah. CNN Southeast Asia reporter Heather Chen shared a tweet about the reported new theme park, but then shared another tweet, letting followers know that her original tweet had been deleted at Disney's request. To clarify, my tweet has now been deleted on orders of Disney. Orders of Disney, you're a reporter, that's what you're saying? But the original clarification I made from reaching out and reporting still stands. There are no official plans for a Disney theme park in Malacca. Earlier reports were purely speculative and misinformed. The New Straits Times article has since been deleted, but in the original piece, they actually quoted Malaysian officials, which just sort of read. So they were quoting state officials. Disney says no, that's not happening. Reporters asked Datuk Muhammad Jalini Khamis about the news of the project not being true, and all he would say was that the whole thing was a, quote, misunderstanding. The same officials also said that Disney had been looking at areas in Malaysia for a while, but could not specify where the park would be built.
I didn't think Malaysia was that big.
Neither did I. So what I wonder is if there was a confusion between like the Fox world, but that sounded like that was maybe trying to go through.
Right.
But according to the settlement, Genting can use Fox name and IP and stuff to build their own friggin' park. So maybe that's what this guy thinks. He's like, oh, he just heard it. It's like, well, then maybe that park will happen. Let me put out a press release because I need to do something. Maybe there's communication that way that kind of broke down, but I thought it was weird.
Yeah, I can't be sure. I'm pretty sure there's no Disney park going to Malaysia.
I would bet my house on it. There is no Disney park going in Malaysia.
Yeah.
At all.
It's not happening.
But like you said, Inside the Magic definitely reported on it.
Of course they did.
Yeah, Disney Tourist Blog reported on Undercover Tourist. Yeah, InsideTheMagic.net. Disney is reportedly building another massive theme park. Another massive one. As if the term theme park just implies it could be any size. I have a theme park in my hand right here. No, the implication is that it's big already.
Yeah, see,
put the word massive there.
You talk about WWNT. I think that they are angels compared to ITM. ITM is so bad. They're horrible.
The ranking is ITM and then WWNT.
Yeah,
ITM is
big
worse.
Space between them.
I don't know. Remember the quote unquote rumors of the treehouse being rethemed to Encanto? Okay.
Well,
All
there were
right.
rumors of a cruise ship being bought.
Look, I'm not
Somebody
saying
got that
that,
right.
that they're never right. I'm just saying that they definitely make stuff up. Because they wrote 2 articles within 3 months about this so-called rumor. Gee,
Yeah,
I
but
bet.
that still could be just because it was they reported on a rumor.
Right. But there was no context or any sort of idea that it could be true. It was literally half a sentence and they just repeated it because that article probably got a lot of clicks. But clearly the rumor was fake because they announced they're not doing it.
Well, a rumor by definition isn't necessarily true.
Well, that's how I think that these sites get away with that. They
But
just
ITM doesn't do that. ITM doesn't say rumor. They distort words. And
Yes,
you
I
click in
agree.
and you're like, mm.
I agree.
At least in the headline, WWE is just like, hey, this is a rumor. Take it for what it is.
I sort of agree. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't. But I would agree with you. But I think putting rumor in there, that gives you carte blanche to write any sort of speculative nonsense you want. Go, hey,
Yeah,
it's a
'cause
rumor.
It's a rumor.
Right. But I don't believe it. I think it's too easy. It's too easy of a thing to do. And they haven't done it as much. They used to do it a ton, and they don't anymore. But still, I don't like it. I don't like reporting on rumors.
I do.
I mean,
Because
I
it's
do
fun.
too, yeah.
It's fun to speculate on stuff. Like, oh, I heard this. Like, that's kind of like, I don't know. It's fun to. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not all going to come true, but it's fun to talk about it. What if it did?
I agree, but I guess I'm saying if you told me a secret, if you worked at Disney and you told me something was going to happen, I wouldn't write literally there is a rumor that this is happening and then that's it and you move on from it. I feel like there's too little information for it to be factual rumor. I feel like they just made it up because they want to see and then Kanto Treehouse. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I feel like it would have been a little bit
not
more.
a rumor. You're saying they didn't hear it. You're saying
Oh, yeah.
they made it up and said, let's call this a rumor.
100%.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think.
But you don't have any proof of that, so that's a rumor.
No. That's my opinion. And I will label it as such.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Well, it
right.
sure has been another show.
It really has, and we can always say that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'll put it in somewhere else. It has been a show, Jeremy. Thanks for going on this ride with me. I really appreciate it. Are you frozen?
No, I was
That's such good radio. Man, I love that.
sorry. Hey, I didn't ask for there to be a chat distracting me. I try to ignore the chat, but like sometimes it's just like, especially when
God.
someone in there is called Josh Tomorrow and they're being really funny and I need to see what they're saying.
Yeah. Well, that's how you know it's not the real Josh Tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. Did you see you didn't see my TikTok?
No.
Oh, I kind of want to play it for you. I'll play it for you after the show. You'll love it.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you.
Tomorrow's gonna go sit in the bathtub with his jeans. That was good stuff. I liked it.
You liked it? You don't want to see my TikTok. I'm not going to play it for you.
I saw it. I saw enough of it.
Whatever. It's fine.
Well, I don't
funny.
get it.
You know
It's
how
a
long it
TikTok,
took me?
it's just
It
a
took me
video.
fucking 6 hours to put that together.
That's
You couldn't-
unfortunate.
You couldn't even take a minute of your life.
I'm sorry.
If you have to ask, the answer is no.
I can't believe that took 6 hours. I mean, that took 6 hours.
Well, I learned stuff. It was a lot of stuff I've never done before. So, I can
What?
probably get that done in 4 hours next time.
It's not the first one you've done.
No, but it's different from the other ones I've done. So,
Is it?
yeah.
It's what like
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm
Look,
trying to. I'm
good
trying
for
to get
you.
it up. We got some new YouTube subscribers off of it, and
Oh, that's exciting.
that's all I want. I want to get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. That's what I
would
want.
like
That's
to
my
get
goal.
above 24.
Well, you should post videos. You don't,
I
have
don't make
anything.
I don't make TikToks. Maybe I should make a TikTok.
Well, look, man. Why? Don't do it. It's such a time suck, dude.
I got enough going on. I already have enough time. My time is sucked dry. I have nothing left.
Yeah.
I haven't done a Spectre Time segment in years.
Well, let's talk about that. We got 3 shows left for the end of the year.
You're not getting one this year.
Not getting one.
It's not happening.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
and
know
then-
where. I don't know how. I have no time to do this.
That's fine. What are you doing? What are you
Unfortunate.
busy? What are you busy doing?
I have work.
Yeah. You just buy shit. I mean, how hard is that?
Well, it takes a lot of time. And
Yeah, so does editing video.
yeah, 6. I'll tell you what.
I mean,
6
that's also with like dealing with Alice and giving her lunch, and you know what I mean. And so it's like doing
Okay,
stuff.
so
in
it
between,
wasn't
but
6 hours.
Look, man,
What was the active time?
I don't
30
know.
minutes?
No, no. Probably took that long just to find clips to pull from it.
Well, yeah, probably because you have to you almost have to watch it again.
Yeah.
To do that.
Well, I mean, good. So, I lived through it, right? And then I edited it, so I listened to it again.
Yeah.
And then what I do is I put together so what I'm doing is like for these history shows, at least I'm doing a transcript, seeing if that brings any traffic or if people find it useful. So then I sit and have to re-edit the transcript because the transcription part of Adobe fucking sucks. It is awful. And I would love to pay somebody to do it, but I don't have the money to do that. So
Right.
I got to do it.
Yeah.
And so I basically listened to that fucking show 3 times and then I go pulling clips. So it's like, okay, I know basically I can remember while I'm, flipping through, I can go, okay, I think there was something funny around here, but I can, whatever. So it's a little bit easier that way.
When you're editing, you should have a little notepad and be like, okay,
yeah,
that's cool. Let me.
I probably should. I don't know that I can do that. Like I used to sit here and like play a game or something or do one of my other jobs, but I'm so invested in trying to make the show sound as the best that it can. I get too distracted and I miss stuff like little audio blips or whatever when I'm editing. So I don't even do that anymore. I just sit here and fucking watch the sound wave go through. It's really exciting. So I think if I just like, I mean, I could try it and we'll see, but but then also the time code from the waveform that won't match up with the video because there's more video than there's audio.
That's
Whatever,
annoying.
dude. It's fine. But so we have our Christmas show, I think, at some point in December. I don't know if you want to be on for it. I don't know what it's going to be. We have no idea what it is.
When are you doing it?
I can tell you in just. And then we have our year in review show in January. What do you think of that?
When are you doing it? I used to be involved in this. I don't know what happened.
You weren't the last meeting last year? I think you did.
I don't know. You used to ask me to I don't know. I didn't know what's coming up. So when is the Christmas show?
You have this thing you're shared in the document. So I have it slated for the 22nd.
Oh.
Doesn't have to be the 22nd. But it literally just says Christmas show.
Okay, on the 22nd.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Will I be okay?
I don't know what we're doing. And then there's no dates planned for January yet, but
okay.
We can probably do that.
When is the year in review?
Yeah.
You don't know yet.
No, I don't. I mean, so tentatively, all the things are scheduled like the second and fourth Thursdays of the month. So January 12th would be maybe the year in review.
Okay, probably can do that.
Okay. We got to get that together. Whatever.
Oh, that's it. I make notes throughout the year.
I know, because you're really good about it. I am not. I don't think about it until right about now. And actually, now is early for me to think about this show.
Yeah.
Well, I need a producer. I need an intern.
The 22nd. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you if I can do it on the 22nd. I don't know.
Okay.
If I can.
We don't have to figure this out now, but we've always talked about doing like a New Year's Day thing. Have we? I feel like we've done that before. Maybe
New Year's Day.
Yeah. Just like a hangout sesh. But
Maybe.
I mean, we could probably do that on
No.
Twitch and just like hang out and watch videos, talk and stuff. But I don't know.
More urgently, we probably should figure out the first half of December because I'm pretty much not available from Thanksgiving until the
12th of January.
Yeah, well, I'm in Europe for a couple weeks. So the next time we will do this show should be the week after Thanksgiving, right? So next week is Thanksgiving. That's the 24th. So we would basically do, I guess I could do like Wednesday the 30th or Tuesday the 1st. I am around then.
Okay.
And then the following 2 weeks, I'm not. So then it would have to be, oh, so the 20, oh, okay. 22nd is a Thursday.
Of December?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see, like, because I won't be able to do in depth for the first 2 weeks of December. So I can do one. Well, I can do one on December 1st.
Is this our first in depth of this month?
Yes.
So the second one will have to be for November, and then you can't do one until the middle of December. So I'll have to either do one myself the first part of December.
Yeah, because I'll be out of the country until the 15th.
I'll check the dates with everybody else for like the main shows and see if we have to push stuff around. I mean, the 22nd might be too close to Christmas.
I might be able to do the 22nd. I'm gonna be in I'll be in Florida, so I think I could probably do it.
I'll send you an email. I'll put you on the email with everybody else, but because I haven't checked in with Bev or Eric about that date, anyways.
Oh, okay.
It's just on the calendar, and so it's always good to, like, a month before just to check. But there's a possibility that we can push it and then push it to the 29th or whatever, which might be better for everybody, depending on what Christmas plans are. And then, but yeah, either way in December, I gotta figure out at least one in depth without you.
Yeah, well, depending on when we do this, if and when we do a second one, but yeah, if you're gonna do one in the first half of December,
I got to do two.
It.
Yeah, so I got to do 2 a month. I don't have. I mean. Yeah, I have to. We have Patreon people that support that. So I got to do it.
Today is the 18th.
Well, and we usually only do one show in December, I think. But I like doing it.
I mean, unless we did it on if we squeezed it in on, but if we did it on November 30th, it would release in December, right? Because you wouldn't release it on the same day.
Yeah, but that's fine. It doesn't bother me too much to do that. As long as I can like tell I don't know.
I mean, I could probably do Tuesday the 29th.
That'd be fine.
In depth.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. All right, well, let's plan that.
Like, if anybody ever was like, "Hey, I'm a Patreon supporter, but you only did one in-depth show. You only did 3 shows this month." Then I could be like, well, released differently, but I don't think anyone cares because we got all these shows and then we have all the whatever Supreme Resort guys do, those freaks, and then the Bantha Milk freaks. So we have like 8 shows or 7 shows. I can't imagine anyone's going to be upset, but makes me feel better, Jeremy. So what else am I doing? You know what I mean?
I live on the 3rd. I'm back on the 15th. Because on this, yeah, okay. The 20th. I probably can do the 22nd.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'll send an email to everybody, and we'll get it squared away if we need to move it or not. I'm okay with moving it. I really don't care anymore.
I'm gonna have to write my Dear Santa JPEG. Maybe I'll do Santa tomorrow.
God, I forgot that we do. See, this is the thing. I forget about this stuff, and I'm too embarrassed about my own content to go back and listen to it. Santa Chapek, I forgot. You could do Santa tomorrow if you want to. Sure, I guess, or maybe Elf tomorrow. Mrs. Santa tomorrow.
Dear Daddy. Christmas Daddy.
Christmas Daddy.
Father Christmas.
Oh.
Oh my God.
That
I don't
makes
know if I
sense.
can rhyme all that.
Christian,
out of
what's
it.
up?
I'm out of rhymes. I don't have any more. I don't think I can do it.
We should do let's come up with on the 12 Days of Christmas song, but you know, as a letter. I don't know.
Maybe I
On
should
the
fly to
first day of
maybe I should fly to
Christmas.
Frisco.
Bob Chapek gave to me an overpriced leg of a turkey. You know? Do that.
Hey,
It's
did you
thoroughly
see
nice,
that
man.
they have mint chocolate chip churros coming to Disneyland for the holiday season?
I love mint chocolate chip ice cream, but I want a regular churro flavor. That was my mouth, by the way. That was not my booty.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was hard to tell.
Yeah. I can tell by your face that
Yeah, I was absolutely disgusted.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I mute my microphone when I fart in here.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Don't ever say you're not a gentleman.
I'm not.
Um,
I mean, wait. I won't.
I think that sounds amazing. I love mint chip anything. Mint chocolate chip. I want that right now.
Yeah, but on a churro,
With the mint dipping sauce.
fucking
Oh,
mint dipping sauce,
man.
dude. Mint dipping sauce can. Full disclosure, I have never had any other flavor of churro other than like original. So
Same.
I'm going completely off of my impeccable record of having the best taste and my superb palate. I'm a super taster. So I imagine like a strawberry churro probably tastes a lot like artificial flavoring. I can look at it and go, I think I know what that tastes like. I don't want it. Also, even if it tastes good, it will never be better than a churro, than an original flavored churro. And I don't want like churros are good, but they're not so good where you would take a subpar churro. You see what I mean? Like if I'm going to eat a churro, if I'm going to take the calories, I might as well just eat the thing that I know I'm going to like constantly. Instead of going, yeah, for a flavored churro, this mint chocolate chip churro, it's okay. It's not great. Why would I ever do that?
But what if it's not okay? What if it's so amazing that you're like, oh my God, original sucks. This is amazing.
But well, then that would piss me off because they would get rid of it soon. So there you go.
Why would that piss you off? Enjoy it.
No, because then I want it again.
Well, you can't just have everything all the time.
Why not? This is still America.
No, there was this some people might be familiar with it. There was this company called Kemp's. Actually, they're still around. Kemp's, and they made these gingerbread ice cream sandwiches. When I was a little kid, my grandmother always had them in her freezer. They came in this green box. They were only available at Christmas time from one store in upstate New York. These Kemp's gingerbread, you never tasted anything like it. The gingerbread, it was soft. The vanilla ice cream, it was amazing. And they were like, stop selling them.
What?
So this Kemp's, I think they're based in Wisconsin or Michigan or one
Say
of those
Kemp's one more time, please.
middle states, northern
Okay.
middle states.
All right, you got it. Let's go.
And a Facebook group formed that was like, bring back the Kemp's gingerbread men. And they did like 2 years ago. But they're still not really well distributed. You got to know where to get them. They're hard to get. They're made of ice cream. You got to refrigerate them. They're not everywhere.
They're made of ice cream.
So it's just a whole thing. But like, I
They're ice
love
cream-
them.
They're ice
But, like,
cream bars.
It's
Or was it
okay
like a
that they're not
sandwich?
available all the time.
It was an ice cream sandwich.
It's a Kemp's gingerbread ice cream sandwich. But you can't have it all year round. That would be ridiculous.
When you were out here, did I subject you to an It's It?
No.
Oh, fuck, Jeremy. It's an ice cream sandwich, but the cookie is an oatmeal raisin cookie,
Oh, interesting.
and it's kind of small. It's about like that big or whatever. But then the whole thing is coated in chocolate,
Oh,
and it's a very
Peculiar.
thin chocolate. It's so good, amazing good. The mint chocolate chip, great. Neapolitan, perfect. Strawberry, great. Espresso, awesome. Whatever. They have a pumpkin one. that will eat your ass out. It is amazing. It is so good.
Well,
They don't
I don't
do it
understand
year-round.
why you are open to It multiple flavors, but churros, you shut the door.
I think because I don't know. I think ice cream inherently in and of itself is flavored. You don't just have like unflavored ice cream. Most people would call that vanilla. But vanilla it's flavored. So ice cream by itself is just cold cream. It's cold milk and shit, right? That doesn't taste any good. There's no flavor there. So you're introduced to ice cream that has a multitude of flavors. But the new flavors of churros is a modern thing, and I don't like it. Make churros great again. Thank you.
I mean, I sort of understand what you're saying.
Bring back the Kim's Ginger Man ice cream. Yeah, there you go.
I want
to eat it. No, I want to eat
is-
this.
I can't even describe. I can taste it right now. I haven't had one in 30 years, but I could taste it right now.
In 30 years, surely you're not that old.
And don't call me Shirley.
Oh man.
Oh, Shirley.
Oh, surely. You know what my latest thing is that I'm making?
What?
You know what Biscoff cookies are, right? Biscoffs.
Yes, I bought a package of them last month, and then I have them in you dip them in your tea.
Yeah.
Forget everything you ever knew.
And then it's a memento over and over again. You have no idea who you are. You can't even remember how to breathe right. You have to roll across the ground because you can't walk.
That cookie is so good.
Yeah. I found a recipe. I've made like 3 batches of them.
Wow. Are
Very
they
easy
good?
to
Are
make.
they soft or are they crispy like a Biscoff is?
No, they're crispy.
Because I would like Biscoff. It was softer and gooier.
Softer and gooey. Well, there's the ingredients that they don't.
You know how like you
Lends
can have
to that.
a soft baked chocolate chip cookie or a crispy softy. Biscoff cookies are generally brittle.
Yeah.
I want that flavor in a gooey cookie.
Well, there's no, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's eggs in chocolate chip cookies, and I think that's what pertains to the gooiness, and there are no eggs. The only dairy in this is butter. Like butter, flour, and sugar, and then spices, and that's it.
Interesting.
But tastes pretty darn good. And I
Yeah?
want to use them. Not like a Biscoff. I still think a Biscoff, you're never going to get the same commercial like level of a Biscoff. I can't get my cookies that thick or that crumbly. Like they snap, but you know, they still have a crumb. My cookies like snap, so maybe they're kind of overbaked a little bit, but I'm working. That's my next thing because I love a Biscoff cookie.
They're so good.
Yeah, they're good, but super easy, man. I mean, you preheat the oven and you're done making these stupid things before the oven fucking gets to 350. It's easy.
Wow.
I'm working on it. I'm massaging this recipe a little bit.
Have you dipped it in your tea?
I am not a dipper.
Ugh.
I'm not a dipper. I don't like the crumbs at the bottom of the tea,
Ah,
or the
that's
coffee
the
or
best
whatever.
part.
Oh man, no, I don't
Biscoff
know
dipped
about
in
that.
tea. It's just something else. Now I have to go buy some Biscoff. Fortunately, they sell them at the CVS.
What tea? What kind of tea? Just like
Just an English breakfast.
milk in it?
Milk, sugar, a true British builder's tea. Milk,
Yeah.
sweet and light, and dip your Biscoff right in there.
Your Biscoff right in there.
You don't want to
Alright.
taste my Biscoff.
Yeah, Christian knows what's up. It's our stupid delicious. They are, and I don't know why. And I feel like Christian, maybe it sounds like you know a thing or two. Did they used to be bigger?
Where do they sell these It's just in
All over
any
the place in the
store?
Bay Area. They're
Oh.
the factories in San Francisco. Like if you ever come from, next time you come from SFO, that way you pass the It's It factory.
Oh,
And you can mail order these things too. Shipping is a motherfucker because it's like 2-day and they pack it with dry ice and shit like that. But it's like, you got to order like, 10 or whatever. But yeah, they're worth it.
I wonder if I
Next.
can get the Kemps delivered with dry ice.
Maybe. I'm going to look it up for you. Mainly because I'm not doing anything. I mean, I probably should be hanging out with my wife, but who cares about that? Kim's.
Isn't she still in the chat? This
I
is
don't know.
it's if she's in the chat, you are hanging out with her.
Oh, good call, dude. Good call, Jeremy.
You know, just saying.
So you look up Kemp's gingerbread ice cream, and there, finally, the bottom of page 1 is their actual website. Heavenly
they're a small
Vanilla
company.
premium ice cream sandwiches. Nope, that's not it. Products, frozen treats. Going here.
I don't
I
even
do-
think they have it.
I do love a
website.
classic ice cream sandwich though, with that like
Oh yeah.
gooey chocolate, cake, I guess.
Yeah.
Bread cake or whatever, and it gets like stuck in the in the back of your teeth. Top when you bite it down, it's like I love that shit so much.
I like a Chipwich.
I've
There
never
is
had a
nothing-
Chipwich because I don't think the cookie would be good the way I like a
It's-
chocolate chip cookie.
Well, it's soft. Chipwich is so good. I can't even. Kemp's.
I
Here
don't
go to
see it
Kemp's.
on their website. I feel like they don't make
If they
it
got
anymore.
rid of it, I'm going to kill them.
I feel like they got rid of it.
Sons of bitches. Why would they get rid of it? Why not give us what we want?
I mean, I have a feeling it's like whenever they close something at Disneyland, where it's like, oh, people aren't really going on Country Bear in Disneyland, so we're going to get rid of it. And then, the vocal minority freak out. I feel like it's like that, where sure, that's cute that you love this, and that's great, and we appreciate it. However, there's not enough of you want it. That's my thought.
Maybe, but I think they posted something about it recently.
So I went on this Facebook page, this group, bring back the Kemp's gingerbread ice cream sandwiches. The
Yeah.
last post was November 30th, 2021, and it just says, "Look, fans, we have Kemp's listening. Visit their page," and that's it. So their page says, like a gingerbread man. Is it going to say anything? Stupid video. Gingerbread men giveaway. Shut up. Okay. Then it just from Kemp's Cows, which I guess is the Kemp's thing. It says, "Tell us in the comments below why you deserve to have a pack of gingerbread men delivered right to your door."
Because I'm paying and I'm a customer. How about that?
Right.
Kemp's. I will. Oh, they make a Chipwich. Yeah, they haven't posted about the gingerbread
No.
man this year.
Yeah, nobody does. So I feel like they don't have it.
I think you're right, Petros.
Yeah.
Well, they posted. No, they had him last year in 2021.
Mm,
They
sounds like that's
posted
it.
it, but they posted it on November 12th. What's today's date? The 18th. They're
18th.
6 days late.
Oh my god. Christian says it's are smaller now.
I never can get what I want. Taryn is here ish.
Yeah, I don't know what ish means.
She's not really here. Soft cookies are the best cookies, but Jason's Biscoff's address V good. That's what she says. I guess she is here ish.
Yeah, who knows what the fuck ish means?
No, but I don't know what her sentence. Jason's Biscoff's address V good
Maybe she means are.
are very good.
Yeah, who knows?
Soft cookies are the best cookies. Thank you, Taryn. I agree. Soft. No one wants to be crisping. I can't. My tooth hurts so bad. I can't even eat a crispy cookie.
It still hurts right now, dude?
Yes, I think it's getting worse. I just want to have it pulled. He's gonna have to do a root canal on it. I know it. I just know it.
I sort of feel like you're going nuclear right now.
I'm totally going nuclear because everything's always the worst case scenario. Nothing's ever not that bad. Everything it's Murphy's law. It's Murray's law. If something could be worse, it will
Fucking
be.
Murray's law. Yeah, but I feel like most of the time you're a positive Pete, not a negative Nancy.
Not when it comes to my health. I always think I'm on death's door.
Same. Actually, not anymore so much now that I'm on Zoloft and in therapy. Feeling a lot better about myself.
No, every time anything happens to me, I'm like, well,
It's been good. It's been wild, baby. Are you gonna leave? Are you gonna put me in your will and like leave me your condo in Florida?
probably not.
Why not?
Well, I have family.
What are you gonna do with it? Who in your family is gonna take that?
My sister, my mother.
Your mother, actually, I was talking to your mom the other day. She doesn't want
She
it.
doesn't want it. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Your
if she
sister-
keeps up with this nonsense,
Yeah. What's your
She's
sister's
not-
name again?
Katie.
Katie.
Yeah, she's hanging out there.
Katie, do you want Jeremy when he dies soon from a root canal or something? I don't know. You know how he is. Do you want his condo? We can have and then she says I can have it.
You know, it's not paid off. You're gonna inherit the mortgage that goes along with it.
Oh shit, that's fine. That's fine. It'll be all right.
It's at a much better rate than what you could get today, though.
Probably. Yeah. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, probably about 5 points better. What am I going to leave you? I'll leave you Spectro Radio.
Oh, good. Yeah, leave me
Do you
work.
want, do you want that?
Leave me a job.
Here it is. It's on this little drive. This is Spectro. I got to back
Fitting.
it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I feel like you would leave it to like I don't know, someone who's better at music, like Tom Amin. Or so, you know what I mean? Like someone who gives a shit about music.
Hey, Jeremy, why don't you do this? Why don't you leave it to somebody who gives a shit? Okay.
Yeah. It's not me. I can barely figure out what I'm doing for my next show.
I don't know who would want Spectro Radio. I think it would just go away if I died. This is a fun topic.
Yeah, it is a fun topic. Well, you know what? If you left it to me, I wouldn't let it go dark. I would.
That makes me happy.
I would work hard to maintain your legacy.
You'd have to be very. You have to be on top of things. You can't.
No,
sleep
I
at
would
the
leave
wheel.
it just as no. It's like
Oh, you would.
it's like
It would
in
be like
France or whatever. Like there's apartments that
That
sometimes
apartment.
they'll finally still find. It's
Yes.
like walled up, and it's like people haven't been here since World War II. That's exactly what it would be like with you. It's like this hasn't
would
been
stop.
whatever playlist is running is fucking running.
that's what's running.
Yeah. Because
okay.
because you tried to help me set up a radio for the for our like archive or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
That
You
shit
did
was
have-
fucking complicated, and I hated it. I was like, I nobody listens anyway. I can't figure it out. I'm at the point in my life with stuff like this. I will pay somebody to do it. Like I'll learn certain stuff, but like the amount of hoops you have to jump through for that, if you do like website and coding and stuff, I couldn't figure it out. So I'm like, I don't.
So
want
was
to.
that gone?
Oh yeah, I don't think it was ever really going. To be honest with you.
I did remember that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I need to. My web hosting guy told me next year he's getting out of the business. So I have to find a new web host. So maybe I can find someone, maybe with like an inherent sort of player. That would be a little bit easier.
Just get a Wix page.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't even know what that means.
That's my host. I have a SpectroRadio.us is on Wix.
Do they do WordPress?
It's something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's WordPress. But it's just like, you just do it.
Let's do it.
You just do it.
Yeah. Well, I have till
It'll be
June.
dragged stuff.
Yeah, I have till June to figure it out. So
Who?
June, the month. I have until
You have
June.
until June. I thought you said you
Yeah.
told June. I was like, who's June?
Oh yeah. I
Hey
didn't tell
June, would you mind figuring
Yeah.
out that website of mine? Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. No problem.
Okay, so did you talk about what you're going to do on the Christmas show? It's going to be Dear Santa
Oh.
Chapek.
That's right. Dear Santa Chapek.
Remember the last one we did in
man.
person?
Yes, I do.
Well, that was 2019, man. Shit. I can't fly out there this year. Got too much going on. How fun would that be, though?
It'd be fun, man, for sure, dude.
If I just showed up at your door, a ding dong.
Yeah. Yeah. You already said that you would show up at my door. Yeah, man, that would be good.
Yeah.
It'd be fun, man, but
Would you let me in, or would you make me take a COVID test?
oh no, you would have to test 100%, dude. What are you kidding me?
You have tests at your house?
Oh yeah. We have like 10. I just restocked.
Are they still like, what do they cost? Like $20 now?
No, it's like $8.99 for a test or something like that.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You got the
and then
Vinax? Is that the one you used? I like
no,
that one.
iHealth, which was the free one the government was getting out. But you know, you can get reimbursed from your insurance. So
Yeah.
you know, and FSA. So we do that for Alice's school anyway. So Taryn was on the website today looking at like all the stuff that you can get reimbursed for if you do like an FSA, like
Yeah.
like feminine products, sunscreen.
Sunscreen with the FSA?
Yeah. But not general mental health therapy shit. It has to be like a doctor's note therapy kind of stuff. It's like what fucking sunscreen, but not just like general like psychology. Stupid.
That's interesting. I know you can buy over the counter like Tylenol and stuff with it, because I do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And you just got to like submit the thing. So I don't, we're going to start doing that.
No,
but, like,
don't you have a debit card?
yes.
Yeah, I just go to CVS with the FSA debit card and just buy.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't put it. You can put through for stuff, but no,
Yeah.
I just use the debit card.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that they had that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have tests all the time because we have, you know, family come over every once in a while, or we have to, or like, you know, if we're not feeling well, like Alice wasn't feeling well for a week. And so we ran through a few tests. And like, we also do like now, instead of just the nose, we do like the cheek, like inside the mouth first and then
Mhm.
the nose.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be better, especially for the new variants. Yeah. So I don't know. We're trying to dodge shit.
I probably do have one in there, but I don't know. Do they expire? I haven't used it in 6 months.
I'm sure they do expire, but I would be surprised if they expired that soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think there's probably one in my bathroom right now.
But yeah, I'll let anybody over as long as, you know, and we all test, and, you know, whoever comes over, it's fine. Just, you know, throw a test up your nose first. It's all right. But I also have to tell people, like, we don't go out. Like, I have a friend coming into town. He's like, yeah, it'd be great to grab dinner. I'm like, we don't go out. we can hang out, but we don't go to like restaurants and shit. So
You
Yeah.
haven't been to a restaurant?
no.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You haven't been to a restaurant?
No, we've got takeout and stuff. Like we had takeout. Fuck, dude. I don't know if I'm sure they have these where you are. Soup dumplings.
Oh my god, a chicken soup, a pork soup dumpling. Forget everything you ever knew.
Yeah. Bite your arm off for a chicken soup dumpling.
I do love a soup dumpling. You know, Trader Joe's has them, and they're very good. You just microwave them.
Are they? Because I think Taryn picked some up, which is good to know. But
You
yeah,
get
so we just had a
home-
bunch of that shit. And it's like
Do you have
all
a
I'm
few too
tasting
many
is like
beers?
lard and gelatin. Yeah.
They microwave in like 60 seconds. It's so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize you hadn't been to a restaurant.
Yeah, and you know, it sucks and it's a lot to ask of Taryn. She loves going out to eat. And, you know, it's I don't know, we've settled into a groove. But yeah, no, we don't do
God, I went to a
any of that.
play 2 nights ago.
God, I saw that. Don't remember, I would love to do stuff, but I just can't. I can't just justify it in my head. I can't make the math work out in my head. So I'm just not doing it. Whatever makes you happy, you know what I mean?
I guess. Does it make you
Yeah.
happy?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel better. I feel better,
You know?
especially because like they're learning more about long COVID and like the more times you get it, it like double or triples your chance for like heart issues and blood clots and stuff like that. Like after one infection, you're pretty much like doubling or tripling it every time you get it. Stuff like that. It's just like that freaks me the fuck out. Like I already have health freakouts about my heart. Like I don't need. Plus, I have COVID. You know what I mean? I just risk factor. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
easier for me to just
Okay.
be at home anyway. So
Yeah.
whatever. On that note, Jeremy, I'm
Well,
gonna go see what Taryn's doing.
okay.
I guess. I'll send you an email. Look out
I'm
for
gonna
an
go to a
email.
club. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to bed.
Probably would. Email your dentist, man. See what's up.
I don't. What is this email? Dentist98. Like I don't know.
I guess it's basically your email address.
That's all it could possibly be. Oh, it must be eDentist98.
I don't know why that was so just fucking stupid, but very funny. Oh god. Just of all the things of all the things of all the things to think of, your email address, but dentist put in there. Oh god.
Mm.
Oh, of all the
Well, because that's got to be the only option.
that's the only option.
Well, what else could it possibly be?
I don't know. His name? I don't know.
It's not that. That makes no sense. It's obviously eDentist98.
God. My dentist still has an AOL email address.
Oh God, that's weird.
Yeah.
How do you
Like,
even use
cool,
it?
man.
Can you even go? Is there a place? Where do you go? Where do you get it? Like,
I can imagine an AOL app.
yeah, like it's like ding dong, you've got mail. Maybe I'll call the number and because sometimes I feel like a doctor's office will have like a if this is an emergency, press
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You know,
You
leave us
should.
a me-
Absolutely.
a-
I mean,
I can't live with this all week.
no, you shouldn't have to.
I think it's
shouldn't
getting
have to.
worse too.
If you think it's getting worse, I would just call and listen to the answering machine, and yeah, because he has a service, and I bet
Yes,
you
they all have
anything-
an answering service.
Yeah, I bet you anything. There's a phone number on the answering machine if it's an emergency.
I'm just not good in
Um,
situations like that. Like I'm gonna show up and I'll be so weird.
Why?
I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, like hey, this really hurts. I can't eat.
Here I
need you to help
am.
me out. Yeah.
yeah, I the problem is I'm gonna be mad at him. And then I'm gonna have to not be mad at him. I'm gonna have to de-sour
Yes, you
because
have
I'm
to.
angry.
Well, give it like you said. Give it the night. See how you feel tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if you still feel the same way, then just understand that he's a human being, and he's not perfect. He's not Greek,
Well, clearly he's not perfect.
right?
This is a disaster. What did he
Yeah.
do?
I
He's
don't
very
know.
cavalier. He had something else going on, and he went into another room, and I was like, and he goes, "Well, it's all drilled out. Just sit there." And I was like, "It's all drilled out. Like you have to get the filling in there right away. Like if the saliva goes in, it's going to start replicating bacteria immediately."
Oh,
I think
I didn't know you went to dental school.
Shit, I know. I
Didn't
know.
know
I
that.
minored in dentist.
No, I didn't know that.
I actually have no idea.
Fascinating.
I
Yeah,
just
I
like
know.
I was like, I don't think that you should leave this for so long. Mr.
I'm
P
sure-
goes, Mr. P goes, well, nobody's perfect.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
sure
God.
I'm sure that wasn't the case. I'm sure it's not a sterile, like, you weren't in a clean room. It was fine. That wasn't it. Just sometimes shit happens.
I just have I have PTSD because like 15 years ago, a very similar situation happened. And it turns out that when the dentist was doing my filling, they actually cracked the tooth. And then I ended up having to get a root canal. And I'm like, this is what happened. Like, I'm like, he cracked. So my mind is going to, he cracked the tooth and now I have to get a root canal.
You know what you should do? You should try, just take your phone, put up the camera on it, and just try to like shove it in your face. That'll tell you. Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot. Give it the night. Maybe take some more whiskey.
I'm going to definitely take more whiskey and I'm going to take an Ambien.
Yeah. Wake up tomorrow and put me in your will and call the dentist.
First, I got to call the lawyer
Oh, yeah.
that I don't have.
It's true.
And then I've got to,
First, you got to get a lawyer.
hi, lawyer. I think the email is.
E-lawyer.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Oh,
All right. Well, this has been a delight. It's been great catching up.
As
with you,
always.
you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Great.
Stream. Goodbye, friends. There we were.